features.
It's not quite wrong.
Can you see over my head? That's Paul Farmer. Are you a candidate for from here up, yeah. He would have had like a big, like, one of those, he's got his beard's gone and sort you have to pretend that you do when you see it later.
Good evening. Hello. Look at all us out. This is really, really nice at the Old Bakery. This is the first live gig they've done. They've had some comedy on, but this is the first live gig they've put on. So there are a certain amount of rules, only a couple really. Basically, try not to dance. And now you can do bottom dancing. That's all good.
It's really good for you.
Good for the gluteus maximus. And yeah, if you are going to walk around, please wear a mask when you're walking around. But once you sat down, you can take it off.
And I think you've got little lights that you can light up when you need a drink. So I'm expecting to see a perpetual flicker around the audience.
So, rules over with, we're going to forget all that now, just have a nice time, yeah? Yeah. Cool. This one's called One Fine Day. Now that's something we haven't had for a while. We've been doing these Cyber Busks every Sunday to an iPhone, basically. So that was unexpected.
Gave me a shock. We used to notice the silence, but honestly, that made me jump and let me build up as well at the same time. Oh my god!
Fantastic.
Oh man, it is such a treat. No, it is kind of, we called it an audience with the three Daft Monkeys because the idea was we were going to do more talking and less music, but to be quite honest, we'll probably do more music and less talking. Because I think what we all need is, we all need loads of live music, and so we will say a few things in between and we'll have a little chat. We will do questions and answers if you want to.
If anyone has got any burning questions.
But it will be centred around the music because we just want to play.
There's a little hat over there with a donations thing for the Cornish. Cornwall Neighbourhood for Change. Cornwall Neighbourhood for Change, which is a great charity, doing loads and loads of work. They've been feeding people from March, and it's just been fantastic. So if you have got any spare pennies, you can drop them in there. The shop will be open in the break and at the end, but we all have to have left by 10 o'clock.
Or you turn into a pumpkin. But that's okay, we can take you home and haul you out over it.
Sorry?
Oh god, but more music, less talking, here we go. Oh god. I've forgotten how to speak on stage.
So I might have to write that one down. I hope not everyone in the audience got that joke. Are we ready? We are delighted to be invited. Here we go. You're part of the soiree. Hey, hey, here we go again. More players in this endless game. The tune has changed with a new refrain. The song remains the same. Welcome to the eternal party. Welcome to the eternal party, baby.
song to practice your bottom dancing social vertigo. It's got a sway to it. And we wrote this song many moons ago when we were touring with the Levellers, and we were travelling all over Europe with them, with absolutely... I don't know if I need to draw attention to the man holding the Olympic torch into the air. I mean, I can do this each time, you know, you can just raise your hand up and move you out. But no, so we wrote this song because we were travelling around Europe with the Levellers, and it was all quite overwhelming for us and quite exciting, and we were earning absolutely no money. £50 a night and nowhere to stay, so we had quite a lot of adventures.
But they kept on introducing us to people that were supposed to be influential in the rock and roll world. And we had this thing that we termed social vertigo, where you meet somebody who's supposed to be really influential in your business, and you just don't know what to say.
Or you haven't had any sleep because you're only getting £50 a night and nowhere to sleep.
Or you're in the Paradiso in Amsterdam and everything's gone a bit weird.
But if you wonder why we never really got famous,
Because everything went a little bit weird.
in these situations we tended to just gibber, laugh a lot, pull faces at each other.
I can tell I haven't been doing this for a while. I've still got my reading glasses on. I shall put them down there. Shh!
Don't stand on them.
Don't stand on them. I've been needing them more and more during lockdown gigs. We've been trying to do these old songs that we haven't done for ages, and I can't remember them, so I'm meant to read them. I can't see them either now. Or remember them. So, this is called social vertigo. You can go one buttock to the next. You ready? Well, that was the closest you're going to get to dancing tonight, isn't it? Just cherish that moment. Hold it deep within the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4! Go. Starting to feel quite strange, you know. I've got some vision. many. That was a little prayer. This is all a bad dream. Not this. This is a lovely dream. I know. She would do the tarantella. It's the dance of the tarantula. When you get bitten by a tarantula, apparently you start hallucinating, and you can die hallucinating. And some people think that you die hallucinating, you'll hallucinate for eternity. Not recommended. Don't try this at home. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey! 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 Social vertigo, social vertigo, social vertigo.
So I suppose, have many of you been watching our Cyber Busk on a Sunday? It's been quite a journey. We did the first one, we were terrified. We just thought, we'll do a few of these, and now we've done 31 of them. I think you've probably learned more about me and Tim than we ever meant you to learn. An hour a week has been every room in our house and our garden, and we've told you things we weren't supposed to tell you. We've seen our vegetables, I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about pumpkins anyway.
Has anyone hollowed out a pumpkin this week? Yeah. Well, it's your birthday.
So you probably worked out that we live in Sunday, and this song was written after a very, very late evening. All the best people do down here.
Yeah, well, actually, Gwyneth Pitt does come into this story because I paid a visit to Gwyneth Pitt. Basically, I got home quite a few hours later than I thought I was going to, and the only excuse I could come up with is that I got into a conversation with God.
As you do in Sunday.
As you do in Sunday. He moved to Sunday, he was really upset about how everything was going, and I had to drink him down, basically.
He actually thought it was a convincing argument. That morning.
Yeah. So, to prove that it's a true story, I wrote a song about it. And it goes like this. Decided to leave, cause my money was spent. One gnarly hand pushed me back in my chair. They grabbed my soul with a man standing there. Amen. Eyes pour down where the blood is so red. Inside I saw turn my legs into lead. Tried to escape, but he would not let go. Breathing his breath tank, I wanted to throw an attack. wrist. I knew who he was, and I knew he was pissed. We drank till we fell, then we drank some more. Him on the piano, and me on the floor. And I said, "Here's the killer, let me think. You need to compromise whatever you'll be. The Lord is a liar, just this is a joke. Top line the system that isn't broke." Have Richie banging so hard behind me, because usually because we're doing it acoustic on the phone, he's having to be really quiet, but he's really letting rip back there. I think he's doing quite a good job. Sorry, I've turned it some northern sort of. I think it's my vocation, love. Hey, when Butlins opens again. No, not stand up. I'll be the compere.
The bingo caller.
I do love it. When we do village halls and stuff, I do love the bingo. Halfway through. I love it.
Anyway.
Told you you'd find out more about us than we ever thought you would.
We're going to do We Are Revolution.
Now that, in lockdown, well, I'm not going to mention lockdown, but in lockdown, quite a lot of people became home ed parents, didn't they?
Or tried. Now you see the pain we go through.
So we wrote this song a while ago, and we dedicated, we ran a home ed group for quite a while, and we got all the kids to learn this song as their sort of hymn in the morning. It's called We Are Revolution.
It's a mantra more than a hymn.
Well, yeah, it depends.
Weirdly, we got radioed and shut down.
Yeah. We did. Men in Black.
Radicalisation, can you believe it?
The anti-radicalisation section of the Department of Education turned up in black suits.
Darkest Cornwall.
And carted all the teachers away. Well, we were the teachers.
No, I took the children and skipped up across the cliffs. It was like some sort of weird version of The Sound of Music. So anyway, if you're going to run a home ed group or school, don't make it too educational, too fun, too interesting.
And don't tell
anything
anyone.
like education or you get shut down. We learned that. We're still doing it, we just in different ways. This is called We Are Revolution. This is for all the young people out there.
Can I tell them what our secret name is? Because it used to be Seweni, which means thrive in Cornish. Seweni means thrive in Cornish. But so we've changed the words to winos.
Secret winos.
So now we're the secret wino school.
It's all very underground.
for us. They open their eyes for the first time, see the world unfold and find that they don't recognize this place. They're not sure if they like it. There used to be a balance here between the love of life and the hate of fear, but now it seems between the dreams the rust be creeping in. With the strength of a mother, give ourselves the time, we would soon discover just what we all can achieve. We're all lovers and creators, we're the children of this world, we are revolution. Shine the light on you and me, illuminating all we see. Dazzle the illusion, take away confusion. We can see with the eyes of a child, love with the strength of a mother. Give ourselves the time, we would soon discover just what we all can achieve. We're all lovers and creators, we're the children of this world, we are revolution. The children of our destiny, we are revolution. Do a couple more songs and then we're going to have a little break. I haven't got a little light.
We have got merchandise for sale. I'm going to be over there. We've had to move with the times and I have got a card payment thing as well. We take cash as well, or card payment or bartering, you know, whatever you like. Old school, new school, we'll fit with it. So I'll be over there.
It's contactless as well. So we can go around just stealing money off you. 40 quid limit? Not bad, is it? 50 of you. This one's called Perfect Stranger. If you are enjoying this, do let your friends know, because we've got another gig at the Acorn in Penzance next month. Because they're doing a very similar thing to this. It's a really nice thing to do. And Hunter here have got a gig there, haven't they? The amazing Hunter here, ladies and gentlemen, are playing there as well. In fact, Hunter here was supposed to be playing here with us in December, but that's all fallen through, so...
We'll do it again.
We'll get there. We'll get there. We couldn't have too many people backstage, apparently.
We're just getting used to each other backstage again, really, aren't we? That's what we've missed most of all, spending 8 hours a day in a van with each other for the whole summer. That's what our summers normally are. One festival a day for every weekend, isn't it? For 6 months, so... I missed you guys!
I missed you too, Phoebe. Oh,
So this the last song of this set is called Faces. I don't know if any of you heard my Desert Island discs this week. Has anyone heard that? I did a Desert Island discs with Gail.
Deserted in Lockdown.
It's called Deserted in Lockdown, and I had to pick 8 of my favourite tracks and explain what they meant to me. So I chose all the tracks that had formed my musical career really as a violin player, and it's just gone to #1 in the Mixcloud charts. Which really made me laugh because it's just me wittering on, and I listened to it. And I said to the boys after I'd listened, "Oh my God, I didn't realise how hectic I was." They just looked at me like, "Really? All these years you've never noticed?" But yeah, so there's links to it on our website anyway if you fancy hearing the musical journey, but it's going quite well.
How nice stories.
And one of them, what I was going to say is that, anyway, whistling on like I do, really fast, is this is Faces, and it's all about the faces that we've seen on our travels over the years, and without your faces it just all seems a bit strange, and we've oh man, when we're doing the cyber gigs and we just imagine all your faces, and it's so amazing to see them all now smiling at us. It's brilliant. I'm going to hold that, and tomorrow when we're alone in our living room again doing another cyber gig I shall
I don't know about you, I'm going to holler out that
some things you can never live down, can you? If there's an edit button. God, this is called Faces.
Yeah, I've just put something up on Facebook. I don't know what Facebook is, really weird, but we have to use it sometimes. But I've just put up a picture of the said goat in this song. It's me. How long ago was that? Oh, 20. No, 1998. 98. Yeah. We had a very tough paper round. Yeah. And there is a picture on Facebook now because there's a line of this song about dancing with a goat, or a man dancing with a goat, and he actually brought his goat to a gig in the middle of Brittany, and apparently it's quite normal.
In Brittany.
And we were playing, and he was dancing at the front with said goat, and he was so enamoured with this goat that she got it up on stage and had a little kiss.
It licked my cheek, that's all. It went no further. Maybe we'll go back to not doing live gigs anymore.
We'd said that we would do some chatting. We sold it as an audience.
What's happening?
Now look what you're doing. So yeah, Faces, enjoy. I should have done this when she was Everything was well planned, plenty of time in hand, every single day. Dancing in Galicia, dancing to the doctor, but they were laughing. What about the French tunes in a little confused, because all of the kids dancing with his goats. There, so many people I have met, so many names not to forget, so many faces I have seen, so many places I've never been. Beautiful people in their right, laughing, dancing through the night. So many faces I have seen, the future's so bright it can't be seen. The informality of tonight. It's nice, isn't it? Like, everyone can talk.
So I do apologise. I'd forgotten what it's like working with these guys. The constant jibing, Mickey shaking. Anyway, moving on. This song is called Look to the Stars, and it's a bit more of a chilled out tune, and we thought we'd start the second set with this one. And this one is dedicated to all the refugees out there, because the world has kind of forgotten about them now. You know, there was a time when they were in the news, and now it's just not mentioned, and obviously it's still going on as bad as it ever was. And we just wanted to, we're doing a gig to raise money for the refugees at the Eco Park in Portown near Christmas, so we'll let you know about that one. But this was a story about one particular young man who, he had to leave Syria, and he got to Turkey, and he wanted to get across to Greece, across the Aegean Sea, and he couldn't find a way across, so he thought, well, I'm just going to swim. And he'd never swum in the sea before, and he just, he got a map, and he tied his shoes around his neck, and he put on a life jacket with his young friend. He didn't even tell his family he was doing it. Swam out into the sea in the dark, which is incredibly brave, and just shows you know how desperate these people are. And he thought he could stop at an island halfway, but when he got to the island, it was covered in birds, and the birds started to fly and rob him, and he couldn't stop. And he lay on his back, and he looked up at the sky, and he just thought, if this is my moment, this is the most beautiful moment I've ever seen in my life, and the stars are twinkling above him. And I was really moved by this story as I heard it. And the amazing thing was he carried on swimming, and he got to the other side, and he got to Greece, and he was picked up by a police boat, and he did get to Greece. And I'd love to think it was a happy ending, but obviously things aren't that simple in this world. But it's a story of one man's, you know, how people can fight adversity, and the lengths people will go to. So I just want you to send loads and loads of love out to people around the world that are displaced at the moment, and their families.
that particular guy was actually training as a doctor in Germany. The guy that told the story, and it was about himself. So.
The sea is dark. The sea is big and fear throttles my heart. So I swim on and I swim strong. I can't go back to where I come from. Onward I swim. And I look to the sky. And I look to the stars. There is such beauty and it is our life.
So, latest album was called Year of the Clown, and the title of the album, the song Year of the Clown, was sort of based on this idea of this sort of megalomaniac clown character. Right.
Which one now?
Who was put in charge of this circus by these unseen people, the ringmasters behind. And he was put in charge, and he kicked out all the decent acts and just surrounded himself with these sycophantic clowns. I don't know where I got the inspiration from. No idea. And it's sadly, this song is becoming more and more relevant every year. And I just don't, it's just, what can you say? We've come out for some fun, haven't we? Should we just do Year of the Clown?
I was thinking.
What are you thinking about?
I'll tell you what I was thinking.
Yeah, tell us what you're thinking about.
I was just thinking about, oh, it sounds pretty random, but we do, as we were saying, we home ed our child, Arlo, and you grab any opportunity to do any form of education you can when you're home edding, but apart from sitting down and learning, because kids don't do that really naturally. So, as Tim was telling the story, I was just thinking about how we did maths last, which was, we had a large picture of Donald Trump and a large picture of Boris Johnson, and he had his ninja throwing stars. And the way we did maths was that if it hit his nose, you got 10 points, if it hit his forehead, you got 20 points. Brilliant. That's how you do maths with kids.
Our son scored very highly.
Oh, he did. But then he got the nunchucks out and that got a bit scary.
Acrobats, but it's all the good
when it wasn't quite right. With chaos in the circus, a dark feast amongst the fools. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who put the crown on the head of the clown? This is a viable evening, don't you? Yeah, I love you. I was telling what the song was.
I wasn't even looking. I thought he was talking to you lot.
I am talking to you lot.
Exactly.
Happy birthday. Give her a song.
Oh, come on.
Happy birthday to you.
Just call Sally, by the way.
Happy birthday. Oh, Sally, to you. Happy birthday, dear Sally. Happy birthday to you. So yeah, I love you. I can't stop thinking about you. No matter what I try to do, 'cause I love you. And I love you. We're going to do that a bit later. If you could look at the people you're saying you love, that'd be nice. Even if you don't know them. You can't mask eye contact. Oh, she has. You know it's true. Close my eyes, and you are there. You run your fingers through your hair. Now everybody, look at the people you came with, look at your neighbours and sing. 'Cause I love you.
emotional. He's ignored that he has to go into another room. That was so lovely. I don't want this night to end. It's so lovely, isn't it? It's just, we just keep going all night.
Proper job.
We love you!
See? See, they said all you musicians go out yourselves and get a proper job, right? Bloody handsome, innit?
Therefore, you've had many proper jobs since lockdown. Since lockdown. That's good.
More proper jobs and hot dinners. Well, you wouldn't think it though, would you? Lockdown cozy, I call it.
So this is called Days of the Dance.
Now usually we have a waltz, but you can waltz sitting down, just put your arms around the person you're with. It's not compulsory, it's just a suggestion. Simon said. Let me tell you a curious tale of a dancing play. It was Strasbourg, the year was 1518, and one woman was seized by the strangest compulsion to dance. The solitary figure of Frau Trevere danced through the streets in a forgotten year, unable to stop, feet rubbed to the bone. She moved to a tune that was all her own, and she danced. As she danced. The crowds gathered round this peculiar thing. The spectators swayed and danced in the rain, unable to stop. This next one's called Astralize, and it was we were going to do a big show in April, at the beginning of the year. It was our 20-year anniversary of being a band. It was going to be called 20 Years Wild, and we had a great show lined up in Falmouth. It was a 600 ticket venue, and it was going to be great. And we had John from the Levellers come and play with us. We had loads of people. We had a string section, a brass section, and unfortunately it all got stopped. So, but before that we'd asked our fan base, you guys and others like you, to vote for our favourite songs, 3 Daft Monkeys songs, and we were going to play that as our set list. So whatever came down, who got the most votes, and this next song got the most votes out of it. It came top of the list. So and it's one of our oldest songs. So that means we're either just gradually getting worse as songwriters, or we started really, really high.
Loyal fans.
Do you know where we wrote this? Do you remember where we wrote this?
We wrote this in France.
In a lovely holiday cottage,
Yeah.
owned by some friends' parents in the middle of France.
And we'd just been to see some crazy French, what was he was doing? All sorts of...
It's that famous accordion player, I can't remember his name.
yeah. And we sort of
He's really famous, plays loads of amazing accordions, French, I don't know. We've just been to see him and then we came back and we jammed all night, didn't we? I just like my friend in the corner there, it was her place. Well, it wasn't, it was her family's place, wasn't it? Ex-family place.
Oh, come on. Just say yes, Alice. Just say yes.
Just say yes.
We don't have to have a whole history of...
No.
It was mine, right?
Yeah, it was hers.
Oh, we didn't have any questions. Has anyone got any questions, by the way? Because... No? That's good. Oh, someone's got a question. Sorry?
How do you do hair?
I'm like her girl's world, basically. And, I sit at the kitchen table and she does all sorts of things with clippers and scissors and stuff. I think. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Which is not for me at all, it's got nothing to do with it, but can you sing?
Jimmy, do you want to answer that one?
Are you single, Jane? No, he has multiple personalities. And he goes out with all of them on a regular basis. Do you know what? Robbie Williams, when I was in a band called Moondragon years and years ago, we were playing at Glastonbury Festival at the Golden Moon Cafe, and Robbie Williams, he was in his dark stage. He just left Take That and he was hanging out with Oasis and all that sort of stuff. So it was a little bit crazy. He came and watched our gig and he bought our album, and then he came out with all this sort of music that was a lot like ours, wasn't it? Oh, well, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, you should do that all the time, don't you?
Well, I used to. Until he started doing it.
And then once we were in Holland, sorry, we were doing a squat gig in Holland, and we heard that he was doing a stadium down the road, and we knew which hotel he was staying at. So after the gig, Tim tried to get into the hotel as Robbie Williams.
I got to the front desk, I said, can you just give me the keys, man? It's been a really hard gig. And he looked at me, I said, it's Robbie Williams? And he looked at me, and then he saw all the bloody hippies on the steps outside. It was that close. That close. Anyway. Astralize. thanks for coming along, guys. It's been a real pleasure. We're going to have to finish quite soon because everyone's got vacated by 10 o'clock, so the new rules. I know, but I'd just like to say thank you, Catherine, for letting us play. It is actually a viable thing, so thank you very much indeed for inviting us. This probably is our last song because it's 25 past. It's called World on Its Head. It's about it's a metaphor for when your world goes crazy and turns upside down. You learn from it and you grow up, you grow from it, and you become a better person because of it. So hardship isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just makes you stronger. Yeah. more. If you all promise to be really nice when you and be out of here by 10 o'clock. This has to keep going. This has to keep going. Antiquating the arcane or Hobbitilia, what do you want?
Hobbitilia, birthday girls and Hobbitilia. Okay. One of the oldest songs we've written. We wrote it about a party night on the Isles of Scilly. Yeah. We won't go into it, it was a great night.
It was originally called Garlic Carnage. But we had to change the name because no one really understand what we were going on about. Garlic Carnage.
Oh, not anything. Hobbitilia. Hobbitilia is a Cornish word.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to do this, I'm like, I've been doing it to a phone for weeks. It's the Hobbitilia? Do you want to know what it means, Sally? It's the noise emanating from a loud, raucous party atmosphere.
Hey!